Hi friends, and welcome to Decorate Your Life, Scrapbooking and Card Making. Today I'm sharing a Graphic 45 Garden Goddess mini album that I've created for a friend. I don't have a tutorial for this particular mini album, but I do have another one coming up that's very much like it, and that one should be up sometime next week. So like I mentioned, this was an extremely easy mini album to make, and I will be coming up with a tutorial not for this particular mini album, but for one that I made for CHA. And so, yeah. The concept is going to be the same, except that I did have to tweak some of the measurements simply because my intention for my CHA mini album is for it to go inside one of the Graphic 45 Staples boxes. And you will also see a video of how I altered that box in the days to come. And so anyhow, this is how it came out, and I completely love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it so much. This is what the spine looks like, and this is the back. I forgot to put my stamp. I need to remember. Do y'all forget to put your stamp sometimes? I mean, I'm like, gosh, 90% of the time I forget to put my stamp on everything that I make. And so anyways, let me go over real quick. I will try to go over real quick on what I did to the front. As you can see, I am using Flowers and Leaves by Graphic 45. This right here is from my stash, in which I just colored, finger painted with some craft white paint, and then I use my Graphic 45 stamps to stamp around it to kind of like make it look vintagey. And then I use my Graphic 45 ink right along here, and the ink that my go-to Graphic 45 ink is dark cashmere. So that's the color that I'm using there. And here are some more Graphic 45 flowers, and this is just an acrylic flower from my stash. And of course I had to add bling. So that bling is from my stash, and what I did here is I used that pen. What is it called? I forget what the pen is called, but let me see if I can find it. Yep, there it is. It's right there in front of me. Sorry. I am so prepared. This one right here. I like to use this whenever I remember to use it. And I just added some little pearl drops on top of the flowers. I thought that made it so super cute. And here is a metal piece. It is a latch key, I forget what you call it, and this is by Graphic 45. These are just corners from my stash and flat back pearls from my stash, and this is some ribbon or lace for my stash plus flat back pearls here. And we also have a whatchamacallit, a key. That's a key, Sandy. By Graphic 45. Oh, I almost forgot to point out. Here's a little tag. I didn't see it. But yeah, going back to the thing, you know what I use to glue metals, and it works extremely well, and I got this tip from my BFF, Shelly Geigel. Okay, this is my go-to glue. Oh my gosh, this will basically adhere almost anything, just about. Okay, and so far I've been using it on metals and whatnot, and it sticks. Anyhow, I'm the first one to point out that I stink at mini album closures. I don't know what it is about mini album closures. It's just something that doesn't come to me naturally, so we got a ribbon. Okay. I did my best with a ribbon, and of course, you know, I use a ribbon and I don't know how to tie a bow, so of course I had to use a ribbon, right? So anyways, the closure is a ribbon, and when we open it up, it's going to look like this. Ta-da! Yeah, you do get the sound effects in my videos. And so okay, on the inside cover, I decided to die cut these two pieces from here, and I believe these are from Desire. Or did I say that correct? Is it Desire? Well, you know what I mean. You're crafters. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And right along here, basically what I wanted to do here was kind of like use scraps, because I have used the Garden Goddess. Oh my gosh, am I going to have to start this video? I've used my Garden Goddess collection in the past, okay? So I had a ton of scraps, and I don't just want to collect and hoard scraps. I wanted to use them. So that's why we have these two pieces right along here. And over here, I made kind of like a little booklet type of thing, so that my friend could add a picture and do some journaling or whatever she would like. And this is going to go right along here, just like so. Okay, and in the front, I think this is very pretty for a front, and I used as a frame one of my Spellbinders dies, and it is mounted on some foam, a square foam thing that I trimmed and I glued down. And so this opens like so. And by the way, this is going to a non-scrapbooker, so I wanted to make it as easy and manageable for her as possible, because normally with people who don't scrapbook often, you really don't want to overwhelm them with flips and folds and so forth and so on. Okay, so I kept it as simple as I could. So anywho, this right here is from Graphic 45 as well, and I don't have my supply list in front of me. Okay, so this is one of the cutouts from the collection, and not the cutouts, the little thingamajiggies that pop out. Oh my gosh, I'm doing so horrible in this video. And so here is some paper from the collection, and here's some ephemera. I did use an ephemera pack to make this mini album, and that's going to go right along here. And here's just a simple page for her to add pictures. And I did create each one of these pages is a pocket page, and I will show you the tags in a minute. Alrighty, so we turn the page, and we have another tuck spot right here that I made with the if I could only remember what they're called. And here is an ephemera card for her to use and so forth. And there we go. And I love the way this page turned out. It's just a regular, simple flip-up page, I guess you would call it. And I did use the Graphic 45 clock die for this one, and oh my gosh, how I love that die. I wish they would make more. I really do wish they would come out with more dies, because they are simply magnificent in their style. And this is another cutout from the collection, and I did use my Spellbinders dies to make these borders right along here. And here is a chipboard flag that I did, and I just kind of like put a golden eyelet to match with this right along there. And here we go, it flips up just like so. As you can see, it's simple here. Let me turn it to the side so that you can get the full view. There we go. It's simple, not too complicated for my friend to use. And so, okay, I showed you the fold, and now we go right along here, and we have yet another tuck spot with another ephemera card. Aren't these gorgeous? I love them. I love these ephemera cards. And this is going to go right along there. And what I've done over here, and this you're going to see something like this in my tutorial video. And so what I've used here are the Graphic 45 tags, and I've also used the Graphic 45 tag die for the inserts, and these are stickers. And basically I've just done a couple of fun flaps for this page. So we remove it like so, and this is what the other side looks like, and we also have yellow on the other side. So as you can see, I've kept it very simple for my friend, nothing complicated, and I think she will appreciate that. And let me go ahead and tie it just like so. See, Sandy doesn't know how to make pretty bows. There we go. That's my bow. And this is what the back looks like. And here, another tuck spot and an ephemera card. Aren't these beautiful? These are so super gorgeous. And so there we go. And what I'm going to be showing you in the tutorial is how I made this waterfall. My other tutorial is going to have two waterfalls, one on one side of the inside of the book and the other one on this side. And let me tell you what drove me to do this type of closure, or I don't know what you would want to call it. Here was my dilemma. I was running out of magnets, and the magnets that I have were to add to this were super strong, and I don't know if my friend has what do you call it, a pacemaker or anything like that. So I really wanted to stay away from magnetic closures because I don't know. So I didn't want to do anything that would harm or bring any harm to her. And whenever I make a mini album, I always ask, may I use magnets? You know, are you able to be around magnets? So this time I forgot to ask. Okay, so I didn't add magnets, but I still needed something that would weigh this part down. So instead of a magnet, what I decided to do was I went through my metal stash and my jewelry making stash, and what I've done is I did some sort of a charm thing over here for her, and I went ahead and I attached it to the eyelet portion of my Graphic 45 tag. This way, this is weighty enough to keep it down. And let me show you what it looks like so. And I think that this is different and it's a neat idea, so I'm glad I decided to do this instead of another ribbon. And so over here what we have are some stickers from the same collection, and we have some chipboard, and these flowers and leaves were made using the Graphic 45 flower and leaf dies. And so I did that using papers from the collection, and we're going to open it up just like so. And over here I just use plain white cardstock for the back so that she could write or add pictures or whatever she wishes to do. And we have one right along here and right along here. And this part, if you see it a little bit shiny, if the shiny is showing on my video, excuse me for a moment, the alarm's going off, I'm sorry. Okay. I actually used the cover to my 12 by 12 Garden Goddess collection. This is part of the cover, y'all. And all I did was use my tag die to die cut, and I just placed it right along there. So this is the mini album that I made for my friend using the Graphic 45 Garden Goddess collection, and it closes just like so. Ooh, the tags, that's right, I needed to show you the tags. So right along each one of the pages we are going to have a tag, and the tags look just like this. They are a full-size tag and just plain in the back. And once again, I use the Graphic 45 flower and leaf dies, and I did use some flourishes from my stash to add as a topper to each one of the tags. Like I said, it is a very simple mini album, super easy to make, yet with the use of your embellishments and die cuts from Graphic 45, you can make even the simplest mini album look absolutely magnificent. And so yeah, this is all that I had to share with you today, and I hope that my friend likes it, and I thank you so very much for watching my video. I will see you once again real soon. Okay, bye now.